Executions in Saudi Arabia have doubled under Crown Prince, Watchdog says.
Here's a summary of the article.
Executions in Saudi Arabia doubled during Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's first 8 months in power, according to a new report by UK human rights group. The foreign workers, mostly from South Asia, were among nearly 150 executions in Saudi Arabia during 2018, according to the report. Reprieve said there have been nearly 700 executions in Saudi Arabia since 2014. Reprieve director Maya Foa said, despite promises of reform from the Crown Prince, the kingdom is executing drug offenders at an alarmingly high rate, and at least 30 people, including some arrested as teenagers, face imminent execution for exercising their democratic rights. She said the murder of Saudi dissident Jamal Khashoggi at the kingdom's Turkish consulate in October exposed the brutality of Saudi Arabia's rulers to the world. The CIA concluded last month that Crown Prince Mohammed personally ordered the killing of the Saudi journalist. In October, Saudi Arabia executed one foreign national, Indonesian housekeeper Tuti Tursilawati, without either her family or the Indonesian government being informed. Another defendant, Ali al-Nimr, was convicted while still a minor and sentenced to death by crucifixion, which in Saudi Arabia involves beheading and public display of the body.
This post received a score of 28,403, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Well, I can't read the entire article because of a paywall, but I'd guess this basically says the Crown Prince is a dictatorial fuckhead.
Would you say he is a royal pain in the neck?
Not if the executioner knows how to handle the sword.
I actually saw a video of a Saudi execution. It's a big-ass dude with a big-ass sword. It's really quick. Then he does a little shimmy to avoid getting blood on his clothes.
I've seen those videos too, it's basically a guillotine. Quite the opposite of ISIS's style. Not to imply any sort of equivalence between the US and Saudi Arabia, but if I were on death row, I'd definitely trust that more than a lethal injection, electric chair or firing squad.
Oh yeah, way more humane than injection. But they put a ridiculous amount of people to death, and for bad reasons. Also, narcos and terrorist groups use small knives because it's messier and more intimidating. That's a bad way to die.
Greater than narcos use small knives because it's messier and more intimidating. This reminds me of a Mexican cartel video from our Watch People D. Basically the video shows some men eviscerate a boy alive, easily the most horrendous crap I've ever seen. The man with the knife just casually opens the thorax and abdomen of the victim like it's fucking nothing, he doesn't even flinch. How come some people are so fucked up? Seriously, WTF, in the beginning of the video they behead the victim's father in front of him too. I thought that was awful, but what they did to the kid next, fucking hell. If they were trying to be intimidating, they succeeded.
Ah, you're talking about the cop's son. He was beheaded then his son was skinned alive or something of the sort?
But he let women drive.
I will freely admit I was taken with that. I knew that was a small step, but I try to celebrate small steps as long as they are forward and not the moonwalk, but really, I'm being serious.
Completely agree. Generation chants and small social changes combined with decreasing the influence of some hardline clerics seemed like a good thing, although the latter now just looks like a part of general power consolidation. Pretty quickly though articles started coming out though about the increased prosecution, and how he was trying to gain an even stronger iron grip over Saudi Arabia, so that hope was short-lived.
Also strangely accidental deaths have risen in the rich opponents of the prince. So weird.
100% more dismemberings by bonesaw.
Cute outfit, did your husband make that for you?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.